What's going on, everybody? My name's Grayson. I am the External Affairs Admin for the GreyH Club here at Georgia Tech. I'm also a master's student, currently getting my degree in computer science with a focus on information security. And sort of to lead off here, like, who here has ever heard of the word hacker before? By a show of hands. Okay, yeah, you probably see them like in the movies from time to time. You hear about them in the news. You know, they're reported to be these people that, you know, if you give them so much as a calculator, from halfway around the world, they'll turn your microwave into a sentient, like, killing machine or something, which is not true. As far as I know, I've never seen somebody that was that good. I don't know if there's anybody out there that is that good, and I don't think that that would be a very good use of your skills if you were. But there are hackers out there that do bad things, and there are hackers out there that do good things. And first and foremost, I'd like to dispel the notion that the term hacker has some sort of malicious connotation. The media says it does. People that know what they're talking about generally say it doesn't. So you have this whole spectrum of people in the whole hacking community, and you have black hats and white hats. And the white hats are your security professionals, like Keith Watson, sitting right down here in the front row, perhaps. And people that defend against the bad guys, that are hired by corporations or businesses that sort of defend intellectual property. If somebody starts breaking in, then they have the skills to get them back out, stuff like that. On the other hand, you have black hats. And these are the sort of guys that you see movies about. They're not necessarily as good as the movies might make them out to be, but generally speaking, they are pretty good. They steal credit cards, they steal identities, they break into your computer, they use it when you don't want them to, they use it without you knowing. They might be in your cell phone as we speak right now without you knowing. They're that good, and at the same time, they're that bad. And so we are the GreyH Club. Now, what two colors do you put together to get gray? Black and white, yeah, that was a gimme. So basically, there's a lot of different definitions for what people would use gray hat to describe, but the way I like to say it is that we have these skills that black hats have in terms of the depth of knowledge, and then we have the moral and ethical responsibility that white hats have. So it's sort of a combination of the best of both worlds, in my opinion. And I can go with the next slide. So yeah, this is sort of a segue into this slide. Our slogan is teaching the skills required to break things and the ethics necessary to wield them properly. And so that sort of goes hand in hand with what I was just saying about what GreyH says about the club. We started about a year ago, so we're about to, I think we've officially hit our 1-year birthday, so that's awesome. We have about 140 people on our mailing list, and we have about 40 regular attendees to our meetings. And considering that it's only been around for a year, this is actually one of the biggest clubs in the College of Computing as far as I'm aware. And I put emphasis on this last part. We are growing rapidly. Like, this semester is our semester. We are going to do some really, really cool stuff this semester with this club. And so who are we? I am in the GreyH Club. This is one of our other admins right here. He is our lab admin. We are a mix of students from all levels. We have undergrad students, we have master's students, we have PhD students. A lot of them are interested in InfoSec, and then some of them aren't even computer science. But we are pretty heavily computer science people because that's what we're interested in. We also have faculty and staff members from Georgia Tech and GTRI that are involved with making things happen with us. And sort of the main thing that holds us all together, no matter what our degree is, no matter what our age is, no matter where we're coming from, is that we are all, like, really, really, really enthusiastic about computing. It's not sufficient to have a phone in your pocket and use it every day. It's not sufficient to have a tablet or a laptop or know how to run League of Legends from your desktop in Windows 7. Anything like that. We want to know how these machines work. We want to know how these systems work, how the bits work. We want to understand these things as systems so that when you see it as a system, you can see where the holes in the system are, and when you see those holes, you can make that system bend to your own will. And so we really want to know the deep down nitty-gritty details of these things. So I'll take the next one. And so what do we do as a club? We have regular meetings every week, 7:30 p.m. This year it's going to be in College of Computing Building, room 17. And we have guest speakers, we have lectures, we watch videos from time to time. We had a CTF last semester that one of our admins put together. This semester, hopefully we're going to have some corporate sponsorship come in and give us some talks about what sort of job positions are available in this market. We have a lab. which as of a week ago looked like a disaster zone, but due to the hard work of this guy right here, it is a classroom now. And it has anything you want to tinker with in there. We've got all sorts of electronics. We have I want to say like Palm Pilots or something, and we have more hard drives than we know what to do with. We got optical drives, we got servers, we got desktops, we got everything. So if you want to mess around with computers, we've got more than enough stuff to mess around with. We also have a capture the flag server that we are setting up as we speak. Hopefully it'll be done and ready to go within the next few weeks. And to elaborate on, well actually I'm going to say that for the next slide. And attending events. We're all enthusiastic about the same sort of topics. In the past, people have gone to DEF CON together. I know they've gone to Black Hat together. There's a local DEF CON group called DC 404 that we go to that together. So it's just sort of a group of people interested about this stuff that like to do things together. Imagine that. And I'll be ready for the next slide. And so, like I said before, this semester, if you guys are interested in this, this is the semester to get involved because we are going to be growing very, very rapidly. We have a capture the flag server, and so like I was saying earlier, we strive to have the skills of the black hats and the ethics of the white hats, but you can't really teach these skills and say like, yeah, go find a target out there and figure out how to break stuff on them, because you're probably going to ruffle some feathers and make people pretty unhappy, and it's not legal to do anything like that. So we have a capture the flag server, and this is a server that we own, we maintain, we build, we put everything on, and it is a place that you can learn these sorts of skills. We have vulnerable software on that, we have web programs on that you can break. It's just a place where you can learn these skills and not step on anybody's toes. And so in the lab, we're going to have a weekly meeting where everybody gets together and they just go ahead and break stuff on this server if you want to do it. We have a new administrative structure. We're growing and we're becoming more organized. It's only been around for a year, and in 1 year it grew to a very large size for a club that's only a year old, and it's going more so, but it's definitely going to be more organized this semester, and as such I think it's going to help the growth. We have a website that I personally put up over the summer. We've got forums on there, we've got a wiki on there, we've got an IRC chat channel on there, we've got all sorts of like links to tools and stuff that you can use. And we're continuing to build it as a resource for people that are interested in this sort of subject matter. And this semester we have, so for instance, Paul Royal, who is a research scientist here at the Georgia Institute of Technology that does some really, really cool research on malware, is going to come in and has graciously accepted to give us a few talks from saying things that he has presented at conferences. So I'm talking like conference level talks for like Black Hat or DEF CON. We're going to have some of those coming in. And we're going to have hopefully a few businesses come in and talk about the sort of job offers that there are for people in this field. And so that's sort of a good description of what's going on with us. If you are at all interested in doing something with us or joining us or just want to check out what we're about, our website is greyhat.gatech.edu. If you want to get involved immediately, you just put a slash on it and go to get-involved. And you fill out the form, and that'll send an email to me, and I can get you the accounts necessary to go on the forums or go on the wiki or do whatever. And yeah, that's how you do it, and then profit somehow. And that's it. So thank you all for your time.